Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Keishan and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. Y'all already know your girl is back with another video. Based on the title, y'all know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Keishan with 3 E's, okay? It is officially October, which means it is Halloween season. So you know your girl is ready with the costumes, okay? But yes, I'm super excited for Halloween. So go ahead and comment below some costume ideas for my next videos. As always, I might record 2 videos in the same costume because these costumes be costing a lot of money. So you might see me in the same costume, okay? You know, it is what it is. Different content, same outfit. Y'all already know the drill, okay? But without further ado, y'all, let's hop right into the video. Oh, wait. We gotta show the Halloween nails. They probably a little bit hard to see with these gloves. Well, not really. Y'all know what it is. Just some light, nothing too major. You know, got the Pennywise over here, the Scream over there. Y'all know what it is. Okay. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Y'all know how I like to start my videos off. Let me tell y'all. Make sure y'all watch the last story time on my channel before watching this one. That way you know exactly what is going on when I talk about Mr. King, okay? Okay, y'all. So I was talking about in my last story time how I met that guy King and he ended up going to jail, prison, whatever he ended up doing, and he was mad because he kept calling me and he wanted me to put some money on his books. And baby, I do not know you, sir, so I'm not giving you any money. Like no. So cool, whatever. That happens. Mind y'all, time goes on. I mean, like a year or two passed. It was so long that, of course, I forget about King, okay? Because, what is there to remember? I met you on a Friday, and we hung out Friday, hung out Saturday, and you went to jail Saturday night. So what is there to remember when it's been a year or two past, right? So at this point, I done forgot all about King. Shauna is no longer talking to Quincy. So, we over him. Like I said, a year or two has passed. We ain't thinking about neither one of them no more. She ain't talking to Quincy. I don't know nothing about King. We good to go, right? So one day we end up going to this person's house. Now it wasn't like no party or no kickback or nothing like that. It was just one of those things, when you kicking it with your homegirls and y'all just decide to pull up like on one of your people's house, like pull up on this one homeboy or y'all, y'all just riding around, on y'all little missions, pulling up on y'all friends. So it wasn't no party or nothing. So one time I wasn't with Shauna, I was with my other homegirl and I think my cousin, and we pull up to this one boy house. Now, mind you, the boy house that we pulled up, he don't need no name because it was my homegirl dudes. Like, they hit her friends. So we pull up over there and, like, we was sitting in a car for a minute. You know how you be still sitting in the car and they just be talking, like, on the sidewalk, like, through the window. We was just talking because originally she wanted to go over there to go get some trees. I don't smoke, so I don't really care. So I'm just a driver. I drove her over there. So they was just talking for a minute. And, he was getting her what she needed, and he had told us, like, you know what, y'all get out the car and watch y'all chill with us for a little bit. And we didn't mind because we didn't have no other plans. Like, she literally was coming over here to pick that up. And I know y'all thinking, like, he probably sold her some trees and want to smoke it with her. No, because my friend don't play that. So, when she went to chill with him, she went on that porch and she smoked his trees, not her own. But anyways, not that it matters, but I'm just saying. But yeah, so we like, okay, well, we ain't got much to do. Like, I literally was going to pull up to let her get her trees, and then we was gonna go back to her house or something. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine, we could chill. So we end up getting out the car or whatever. We go up on the porch with them. We just kind of chilling. It's still afternoon, so like we just vibing out there. They all smoking and stuff, so we all just talking. Like the sun started going down, and we realized, like, dang, we been here like for a couple hours and stuff. But they was cool guys. Like, we was over there laughing. When guys get to smoking, they get high, they get to rapping and laughing and making jokes and stuff. So it was a good vibe. So this is the thing. While we on the porch, 2 other guys came walking up. So it was this one guy, and I'm looking at him like, when somebody look real familiar to you, but you don't know where from where, like I can't put my finger on it. Where do I know you from, right? So the 2 guys came walking up. Mind you, I'm thinking this in my head, like, why do you look so familiar? But I'm not saying that out loud because I'm like, whatever, I could just be, he might just look like somebody I know, and, I don't know, so I'm not about to say nothing. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like, what's up? Mind you, And when he walked up and he dapped up all his friends, they never said like, "Oh, what's up, Brandon? What's up, James?" Like they just dapped up like, what up, my mans? What's up, bro?" So nobody. I was waiting to see if somebody was gonna say his name. That way I could be like, "Oh, that's James. That's Brandon." But nobody was saying his name. Like they just was dapping the two boys up. So I'm just sitting there like, but this is the thing. Why he dapping the boy up? The boy is staring at me. Like he's staring at me as he walking from the sidewalk up the little the little pathway to come up on the porch. He's staring at me. So, I'm doing a thing where I'm like looking at him to see, but since he was staring at me, I'm looking away, like, because I don't want to be staring back at you. Like, sorry, no, we're not about to do that. So I'm just like, okay, and I'm looking away. So my homegirlfriend, introduced us like, "Oh, this is my home girl, this is Kay, and it's her cousin." Da, da. She introduced us, so I'm just like, "Hey," mind you, when he introduced us, he didn't say like, "Hey y'all, this is Brandon." Like he didn't say his name, so I'm just like, "Oh my god," I'm just waiting for somebody to say this man's name because I need to know if this is. Well, I didn't even know who I thought it was though. Like I just wanted to know like, where do I know this man from? So cool. So we just sitting there. So we all say hi to him. We like, "Hey." So as he's speaking to us, it's like he looked at my homegirl. He like, "Hey, how are you?" He looked at me. He like, "Hey," like a real dry hey. So I'm looking like, wait a minute, what the fuck I do to this man? So I'm like, "Hey," like back to him. But I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So he just go sit on the porch. So I'm sitting on the porch too, but I'm like up in the front right here. So I'm just sitting here thinking in my head like, why you give me that dry ass head? Like, do he know me? But nobody was really tripping. Everybody still went back to like talking. So I'm just over there thinking like, So I'm kind of looking back at him, and when I'm looking back to get another peep at him, he's still staring at me. So I'm just like, okay, maybe I don't know him. Like I'm not sure. So as time is going by, he started smoking as well. So he's starting to laugh over there. I hear him laughing because at first he was over there quiet as a mouse. Like then he started laughing and stuff. So as time went on and we all like the vibes was cool, I was looking at him. I'm like, "Hey, can I like what's your name?" And he was like, mind you, he didn't say this name, but when I asked him like, "What's your name?" He tried to switch it up. He like, "My name, Lil K." Lil K, Baby K, something like that. And I was just like, oh, so I'm thinking like, damn, I definitely don't know no Lil K. So it's funny because K is my name, but yeah, y'all know where I'm going with this. So it got to be K. So he like, yeah, my name is Lil K. So I'm sitting there like, Oh, okay. I was like, oh, yeah. I was just asking because I was like, you look real familiar. And back then, my go to was like, what school did you go to? Like, what middle school, what high school? Like, maybe I know you from school. Where did you go? And he like,
no, baby, like I ain't really go to school.
I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean you didn't really go to school? But I mean, I guess he was telling the truth. Like, maybe he was always kicked out. Maybe he was always, I don't know. But it was just funny because he's like, yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't really go to school. So I'm sitting here like, you didn't really go to school. Okay, whatever. So I ain't tripping. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm like, I just thought you looked real familiar. So I was just asking. It's like, y'all, while I'm over there trying to be like, haha, like, why you ain't go to school? Like, trying to laugh with him. He's been stone cold with me, like, real dry. He like,
I mean, like I said, little mama, like I ain't go to school, so I don't know you from no school.
so I'm sitting there thinking like, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm ugly, and he probably like, why is this ugly bitch talking to me? Like, get out of my face. Like, maybe he got a girlfriend. My job. I wasn't even trying to flirt with the guy. I was just talking to him because I was trying to figure out like, why do your face look familiar? I wasn't trying to flirt with him. I wasn't trying to hit on him. I wasn't trying to do none of that. But it's like that's what I was thinking because I'm like everybody else being nice, funny, laughing, and you the only one that's like real dry and coming with this like stale energy. So I was just trying to figure out. I'm like, okay, maybe it's you, and maybe you need to leave people alone. He don't want to be bothered with you. So I'm like, okay, whatever, cool, whatever you want. That's on you. So I took the hint a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I was just asking because you look familiar, so I thought I knew you from somewhere. And he like,
Nah, I don't know you from nowhere. Like I do not know you. You don't know me. I don't know you.
I'm like, okay, well, bye. So I go back to my side of the porch because I'm just thinking like that was so weird. Like, and mind you, we was in our own conversation, so it wasn't like everybody was paying attention to us. So when I went back to sit down, I was just looking like, ugh, like why is you so? I ain't trying to talk to you. Like I was telling my homegirl, I'm like, I think he think I want to talk to him because he being real dry. I do not want to talk to him. Like I was just, bumping my shit to my homegirl because I'm like, why is he being so mean? Like nobody want you, sir. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I ain't gonna lie, I was ready to go because I was irritated by him. Like, boy, don't, And then the whole time I just kept feeling him staring at me. That's originally why I went to go approach him because I'm like, you're not about to just stare at me the whole night. Obviously, you either know me or you want to get to know me or you got something to say to me. I'm not about to be just sitting on the porch and you behind me staring a freaking burning a hole through the back of my head because you're staring at me. I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to go because that dude is weird and I don't want no parts. I'm not about to sit here and get stared at all night. So, my homegirl and them, they was ready to go anyways because we had already kicked it over there for a couple hours. They had already smoked. It was cool. So we ended up leaving. So when we get in the car, I really told my homegirl and my cousin, like, yeah, I think I know that one guy and he was being weird. Like, I don't know. I'm like, he just looked familiar, but I could really be tripping. And, my homegirl's like, oh, yeah, I don't really know him like that because when I be kicking it with my homeboy, I don't really see him like that over there. So I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, he just was real stale and dry. So we was just talking about that. Okay, cool. Time go on or whatever. So one day I went back over my homegirl house, the same homegirl. It was like maybe a couple days later, or maybe like a week. I'm not sure. I went over there and we was just chilling. This time it was only me and her. We chilling, and we trying to see what we was gonna end up doing that night. But we was really just chilling, like on her couch, like watching TV, like waiting for some plans, or we was probably gonna make some plans. I don't know. We just chilling, right? So she got a phone call, and it's the homeboy that sold her the tree. So he called her, and he was like, "Yeah, baby, what you want tonight? I'm trying to see you. Blah blah blah. I'm over here with my homeboys and stuff and all of this. Mind you, he on FaceTime. So he's like telling her to pull up, like whatever. So she like, okay. So she look at me. She like, hey. She said my name. So she like, okay, you wanna pull back over there or whatever? So it's like as soon as she said my name, like I heard somebody in the background on the phone say something, y'all. I can't make out what they said, but they said something because the homeboy had the face. Like mind you, I'm sitting next to her on the couch, so I could see him. The homeboy had the camera in his face, like yeah, talking. And as soon as like she said my name, it's like he had put the phone down to like how you try to put it against you, like to cover your face or not show your face or not show your background. So it's like he put the phone down to his shirt and I heard something or whatever. And he was like, the homeboy Gary on the phone was like, oh, you actually, man, we about to go shoot this play. We about to go make this play. Like, actually, I'm gonna have to just link up with you another night. Like, it's all good. It's all good. So, I ain't gonna lie, like me and her already peeped the like shade or whatever. So I was just like, I was real blunt with it. I was like, so what? I'm like, what homeboy? You don't want me to come? Cause I don't gotta come. Like you ain't gotta do all that. So the homeboy like, no, okay, it ain't you. You my homegirl. Like, you cool. No, it's not you. It's not you. So I'm like, oh, okay, because you could just let me know. Like, why all of a sudden you don't want her to come over no more when you realize she was just with me. So now I'm thinking, like, I'm kind of looking in the background and I see, like, the familiar faces that was there the week before or whatever. So I'm thinking, like, maybe I already went to that. I'm like, maybe that one homeboy is there, little K, and maybe he don't want me to come. So I'm already putting like two to two together because I'm like, what guys just turning down girls coming over? Y'all don't care who the show up. So I'm just sitting there thinking like, dang, this man really must got beef with me for real. Cause I started being shady. I'm like, oh, somebody must be there that don't want me to come. Like, what's the tea? Like, show me who are there. Like, I'm all laughing. And my homegirl like, yeah, show who are there. Who got a problem with Kay? Like, we just being funny. Because she was telling the homeboy, like, show me who are here. Show me who are there or whatever. So he like, nah, you good. You don't need to see. Like, start laughing and stuff. So, he like, no, I'm not showing you who here. You don't need to see who are here. Like, I'm going to just link with you another time. And he hang up, right? So, me and my homegirl standing there like, yeah, something is off. Like, what is the problem? I'm telling her, I'm like, it's probably that little K boy. He probably, I told you, he got a problem with me for whatever reason. I think I must have met him in my past life or something, and something happened. But I was like, I bet, how much you want to bet he over there, and he probably mad when he heard that I was gonna come, and now all of a sudden he don't want to kick it. Your homeboy don't want to kick it with you no more. I just found it weird because like she always be kicking it with that homeboy, and I seen him multiple times. Like when we went up there to go get tree, that wasn't my first time meeting him because I always take her over there to go get her trees and stuff. So I always see him, but I wasn't seeing Lil K over there for the longest. Like I've never seen him over there. I'm thinking like now all of a sudden Lil K over there, you all talking about, oh, y'all don't gotta pull up, we about to go shoot missions and make big plays and all of that. Like no, you was just down for her to come over until you seen that she was with me. So I'm saying the thing like, well, I don't care because like I'm all thinking in my head like he must really got a problem with me or he must really just think I'm ugly or something. Like it just, I didn't know what it was, but I'm like, whatever it is, it don't got nothing to do with me, because if you know me and you ain't telling me, or if we got a problem and I don't know, it's nothing I can do about it, right? So me and her like, we do not care. She like, I only be going over there to get free treats, so I ain't tripping. So I'm like, right. So anyways, that was it for that night. Time going on, y'all. I know it's real spaced out, but I'm just giving y'all the little scenarios that's leading up to, the main event. Y'all know how I like to do. I'm going on, whatever. I ain't thinking about that boy. We don't care nothing about him, right? So next thing you know, one day Shauna called me and was asking like, did I want to go to like this club? Like somebody was performing there or something like that, and she wanted to go. So I'm like, okay, cool. I actually don't think I named my other two homegirls, but it was me, Shauna, and my two homegirls. If you on the membership, it was the same two homegirls that I just talked about, where Crazy and Spicy end up fighting. And remember, I was with Shauna and the two homegirls at the party. Those two homegirls. I don't think I gave them a name though, but that's only if you're on the membership. If you're not, don't worry about it. But basically, it was me, Shauna, and my two homegirls, right? We end up linking up at Shauna house, or we was gonna go to the club that day just to go see the person perform. So cool, we over there, we turning up, we pre-gaming, it's all good vibes, right? I did drive to Shauna house, but I didn't have to drive to the club. So I'm having me a good night, because I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm always the driver. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to get drunk as fuck because I ain't gotta drive. So cool. So we end up going to the club, we get in. Now Shauna had already told a couple of, like, I guess her booze or whoever that she talked to go to the club too. So when we walked in, we seen one of her booze, and then by default, one of her booze was with a guy that I like. That when you link up with somebody, y'all end up being cool, but it don't go nowhere. So I don't want to say, if you see anybody moving, y'all know this dash. Can I help you with something? Do you need something? Okay. I'm gonna get him a Halloween costume since he wanna be in a video. So anyway, so when you go with like your homegirl to see one of her dudes, and you just playing wing woman. So he was there with the guy that I was just like talking to that night. We didn't exchange numbers. We didn't really talk. We just like when it's a two on two. So I was just there kicking on him. So he was real cool. So when I seen him, they offered to buy us drinks, and by default they bought our homegirls drinks too, which they didn't have to. I'm always very much one of those girls that don't feel like if you talking to a guy, your guy don't have to buy all of us drinks. It's not that serious. Like, he not talking to all of us, he only talking to you. Now if you want to buy us drinks, that's fine, but you don't have to. But they did. So basically both of them ended up buying 2 shots for me and Shauna and both our homegirls, right? So we was over there talking to them for a minute and stuff. They was telling us how they had a booth like over in the back, and once we do, they try to be funny because they just swear me and Shauna just have all these little hoes. And you know how you meet those guys that be like, oh, you too pretty to be single. I know you got the hoes. I know you talk to a lot of niggas. I know you. Like, they gave very much that, because I'm not gonna lie, I think they felt like they was out of our league. I'm not saying this because they were some cute guys, but you know how you get those guys that feel like they a little bit out of your league. So when you actually like them or you talk to them, they be feeling like, no, you gotta be doing this. Like, I know you messing with this. Anywho, so they be feeling like you just got a lot of guys that you talking to. So when they seen that, they like, we gonna let y'all do y'all rounds, because I know y'all other booze is in here. I know y'all real popular and stuff. And man, Shauna used to be looking like, y'all don't understand. We really, okay now, Papa, you gotta chill. Anyways, but we really was rocking with them. Like, they was cool, even off the, like, mind you, I had seen that guy like 3 or 4 times during the link, but like I said, we just never exchanged numbers because he never asked for my number, and I think he never asked because, like I said, he figured I was out of his league. But he was a cool dude. But anyways, so when they seen us, they talking about, we gonna let y'all make y'all rounds. I know y'all other dudes is in here. We don't want to take up all y'all time. We just trying to get in where we fit in at, and da 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 all this. So man, Shauna like laughing like, boy, y'all need to be quiet. Like, y'all know we rock with y'all. Y'all know y'all cool. We fucks with y'all. But so we was just saying that, but they was telling us like, yeah, we do got a booth in the back and blah 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 over there with them red balloons and stuff. So yeah, like, y'all know y'all can come over there whenever y'all want. Da 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 all that other stuff. So we're like, okay, cool. So we took our little shot with them. So, we just walking around the club. So we walking around, y'all, and guess who we run into? Drama. Y'all remember Drama, right? We run into Drama. I see Drama there. Every time I see him, I just be like, oh my god, like he just full of drama. But anyways, I see Drama there, so Drama gonna get us some shots. So I'm kicking it with him, like, oh, what you been up to? I'm sure you been up to a lot of drama, huh? Like we all laughing and kicking. So he ended up buying shots. One of my other homegirls, little friend, was there too. They buying us shots, y'all. So needless to say, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, we are getting drunk. We are getting. I hate to be saying drunk because I feel like when you say drunk, we was drunk. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it. We was getting drunk. We are dancing. We twerking on each other in the middle of the club. Like we having a good time. Y'all already know what time it is. If I say I've been drinking, what time is it? Time for me to go use the bathroom. Y'all know your girl got to pee. I've been drinking. I got to use the bathroom, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta go use the bathroom, whatever. So one of the homegirls came with me, and Shauna and the other homegirl stayed back. So we go to the bathroom and stuff like that. I use it. We in there fixing ourselves up and stuff, getting ourselves together. When we come out the bathroom, guess who I see? Lil K. So, mind you, when I seen him, when you already a little drunk and stuff, you be like doing a double take. Like, it's like I seen them, but I had looked away and I'm like, wait a minute. I looked again, did a little double take, like, wait, do I know this person? So it's like I seen him and I'm like, oh, he looked familiar. And then I'm thinking in my head, like, wait, is that little K boy again? Like, but he was at a distance because he was up in the booth too. So he was a little bit far. So I walked away because I'm thinking, like, that do look like Lil K, but I'm not about to talk to him because he already don't like me. So what I'm gonna talk to him for? And the same homegirl who friends that was, she wasn't with us that night. I was with different homegirls or whatever. So I'm thinking like I'm already not with that homegirl that know them, so it's no point for me to go over there because he wasn't with the one homeboy who was selling the tree. I know y'all be tired of the homeboy, the homegirl, but y'all, I don't be remembering the fake name, so it just be too much. But the homeboy who I was cool with, they be selling the treat to my homegirl, I wasn't with her and he wasn't there. So it was like I just seen Lil K with some other people. So I'm like, okay, well, he already don't care for me. And then the one person that I'm cool with out of his crew, he not even over there. So it ain't no point for me to go there. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I ended up walking away. So that I'm now already like, okay, I see him in the club. But at this point, I'm thinking it's no beef, it's no static. He just don't like me for whatever reason. So I'm not tripping. So, we kind of go back on the other side or whatever. So I'm dancing. We back over there kicking it with Shauna, all of them. So it get to a point that Shauna got to use the bathroom, right? Time go on, though. It's been a little minute. I don't want y'all to think I'm just peeing back to back like I got problems. No. It's been a little minute, so Shauna ended up having to use the bathroom, and I ain't gonna lie, I had to use the bathroom again too because I really be having to go like every 10 minutes for real when I be drinking, depending on how much I drink. And if y'all know something that's gonna stop that, let me know because I could eat. Like I would try to eat a fulfilling meal and everything, y'all. If I drink a lot, I still be having to use the bathroom non-stop. Like, why do it just flow through me? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But anyway, so by the time Shauna had to use the bathroom, I was happy because I'm like, girl, I gotta go too. So we go use the bathroom and stuff. Like, we do the same thing again. Make sure we look good. Make sure everything good. We coming out the bathroom. Guess who directly across from the bathroom once again because that's where they booth is at? Lil K. So this time I'm with Shauna. So this time I'm with Shauna. So when Lil K, like when we lock eyes, because it's almost hard not to lock eyes with him. Like it's like you can't miss him. Like you can't, when you walking out, you automatically looking straight. You're gonna be looking straight into their booth. So what we supposed to do. So when we walked out, we seen him. So Shauna, like, it's like we both locked eyes with him and he was looking in our direction at us. And Shauna, like, she get the nudging me. She like,
Wait, Kate, you see that boy over there right there with the all black on? Is that King?
Hughie, what? He say what? So I'm like, wait, I'm like, the boy with all black right here. I'm like, no, crazy thing is, Shauna, I was hanging out with homegirl and he was over there. He said his name was Lil K. Wait, Lil K, King, Lil K. I'm over here putting two and two together and it's equaling four. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh no, like I'm free, like I'm really realizing this. Mind you, we right in front of the bathroom, but I'm drunk, so I'm not even trying to like hide that I'm having this light bulb moment, this shocker. So I'm like, oh my, I'm like, come here, come here, come here. So we end up walking like out of his sight because I didn't want him to just see us sitting there pointing and talking about him, I guess. So we walked back over like towards the bar and I'm like, And I'm telling her, like, Shauna, why did I go with homegirl and this boy was there and I knew he looked familiar, but like I said, it's been like a year or two. And mind y'all gotta realize, I know y'all probably thinking like, how you didn't realize that was King? I seen this man, first of all, I seen this man twice, almost 2 years ago at nighttime. Like I knew he looked familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on it because we at that point we had never even exchanged social medias. Like it was never nothing. And then I didn't have Quincy on social media either, so I never really seen pictures of Quincy and him. Also, like I never really seen him besides those 2 times. So it was like the longer it's been, the more blurry his face becomes towards me. So like I just didn't. I knew he looked familiar though, right? So I'm over there telling him, I'm like, yeah, he was there, and I asked him what's his name, and he was giving me so much static, like he was being mean to me a little bit. He acted like he didn't want to talk to me, he didn't like me. I'm just talking a mile a minute because y'all gotta understand I'm drunk too. But because Shauna, my bestie, fucked the restie, she drunk too, and she talking a mile a minute too. She's like, oh my god, girl, yeah, he probably mad at you because I forgot to even tell you this one time. Like Quincy was saying that King was so mad at you because you didn't put no money on your books, and he was just mad. Like why would you do him like this? Da da da. Like she started talking too, like to the point that we in a club, but mind you, we're screaming because we're in a club. The music is loud, so we just going crazy to the point that eventually our two homegirls come over to us because we didn't even walk back to where they was at. We just went next to the bar real quick. So when they seen us by the bar, they came over there by us. So at this point, me and Shauna talking a mile a minute. So the homegirls come over there like, like what's wrong with y'all? Like what's going on? So we just trying to fill them in. We are just talking super fast. We are drunk. We just whatever. So we talking. Next thing you know, Drama walked back up on me and he like, yeah, I see you by the bar. Like, what y'all need another round? So I'm talking to Shauna. I'm like, yeah, because yes, another round. Yep, another round, please. I can't turn down no drinks. Okay, that's probably my problem. That's what's wrong with me. But I don't want to turn down no drinks. So I'm like, yeah, we do need another round. Me and Shauna, we could talk about this later because Drama about to buy shots, and yeah, we need to. 4 shots of Casamigos. So no, at this point, I don't think it was no Casamigos. It probably just still Ciroc, maybe a little tequila or something. I don't really know what we was getting back then. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, 4 shots. So we get to taking shots with Drama and a couple of his homeboys. So we kind of like talked about it, but it got brushed off. But Drama kind of distracted me from that. So we over there taking shots with them. So I ain't gonna lie. A little song came on. I ended up throwing a little JC's, the JC's, the Juicy Cheeks. Okay, I be getting new subscribers and they be like, what are JC's? The buttocks, the derriere, Juicy Cheeks, JC's. Y'all know what's going on, okay? But, so, I know giving Drama a little dance and stuff like that. And I'm already drunk and I'm already feeling it. And, Drama is somebody I talk to. So, when you see a little boo in a club and a little freaky song come on, you got to get the, y'all know. So, anyways, we are just having a good time there, right? So we just having a good time, right? So that happened. So then eventually Drama end up walking around again or whatever. So I'm just looking at me and trying to get to kind of talking back about King. So I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe that's King. Like he finally out. Cause like I said, it's been almost 2 years. So I'm like, he probably did his little time. He must only had a year or so in, or who knows. I don't know. So I'm like, that's why this boy was giving me the cold shoulder. Like he's still mad that I didn't put no money on his books and I didn't, can you not clean yourself on my camera? Sir, stop. Yeah, don't do that. So I'm just like, I'm sitting there thinking like, this is why this boy was giving me the cold shoulder. I knew him from somewhere. He mad that I didn't Megan Good him and go visit him while he was locked up and ask him 21 questions and they all about us. Like, I don't know. Like, I just came to that realization like, wow, he could have said his name was King. He want to say like Lil K and stuff like that, Baby K, whatever he ended up saying. You could have just said King and be like, yeah, it's me and whatever, and we could have moved on in life. But you over here trying to change your little name. Oh, it's Lil K. It's Lil K. No, you're King. And you knew it was me. Well, maybe you did. Yes, you did. You did. You did know it was me because you was being mean to me and you was being very. Hmm. Anyways, so okay. no, babe, you're king, and you just didn't want to let me know that you was king because I guess you didn't want to bring up our whole little situation 2 years ago. Who knows? Whatever. You need to grow up. First of all, because you were way older than me. When he went to jail, he was already years older than me. So, like, you should be way more mature. And you over here having an attitude or being mad or treating me a certain way because I didn't give you no money and I met you 2 days prior. Or a day prior, really. Please. Anyway. So, okay, cool. We end up dancing somewhere. The club end up letting out, right? So we're walking outside. We about to go to the car. So at this point, it's like drama is behind us because they about to walk us to the car. But drama knows so many people, so it's kind of like how you leave in a club with somebody that's popular or whatever, or just know people. They gotta dap up everybody, stop and talk to them, say bye, what's going on, what you about to do, or whatever. So it's like he's behind us, walking he's following us, but like we're still up ahead because I'm not gonna stop with everybody while you say bye to them. Like I'm not stopping with you while you talk to everybody because I don't know them. So we still was walking ahead of him, but he was behind us, whatever, him and his friends. So, we walking and stuff. We all in the front just laughing, having a good time, kicking in and stuff. So we walk in trying to go across the street to the parking lot so we get to the car. So as we walk it, it's like this girl, y'all, it was like two girls. They come through and when you cross the street, like you going this way, they coming this way. Like you could clearly see me, Shauna, and my homegirls like up like next to each other talking. It's like they intentionally try to go in between us, like to like separate us and break us apart. So we sitting there like, so it's like when they did that, they went in between me and Shauna. So the one girl went in between me and Shauna, and the other girl tried to go between like my homegirl or whatever, like my two homegirls. So it's like when she tried to go in between me and Shauna, you could tell they tried to go in between to bump us, but like we so drunk that like when we seen them coming this way, we had automatically already like spread it apart to let people through because there was so many people crossing the street this way with us and that way. So in order to not bump people, how you just kind of unintentionally just move out of somebody's way. So when I seen them coming this way, it was people next to them. So I figured they really couldn't move. So me and Shauna was like talking to each other together. We kind of just like, separated a little bit, let people go through us, and then we came back together. You get what I'm saying? I know that's a lot and that might sound confusing, but do y'all get what I'm saying? Say if you walking shoulder to shoulder with somebody and people are coming at you, you might separate to let them through and then walk some more and then come back shoulder to shoulder. That's kind of like what we did. So we let them through. But I didn't realize that they was kind of trying to bump us until I'm gonna tell you how I know later. But I'm not thinking about that. So they end up walking past us. We not really thinking about nothing because like I said, we drunk, we laughed, we talking about other stuff. So it's like by the time we got to the other side of the street, I end up seeing freaking King. Look, hey, I see King over there with another dude. So once I see him, we do gotta go that way because that's the parking lot, and a lot of people they probably parked in this parking the parking lot. So now, they recipes to Kaniki Jinx. I'm just saying. I want you, okay, but yeah, so they probably parked over there too. So we walking that way. So I'm not thinking much of it that like I'm not about to say nothing to him because like I said, I already peep your energy. You don't like me or whatever. Now I know it's King. So it's nothing to talk about. So I'm about to walk past him like he's standing against. So the way the parking lot is, it's like a gate around it. And then, so the gate is going like this. And then this is the parking lot entry. So it's like we coming from the corner and we gotta walk down here to go to the parking lot entry. But as we walking on the street, it's King, he against the gate like right here. So we gotta walk past him to turn right here into the gate. So it's like we walking past him because we not about to say nothing. And what is there to say? It's nothing to say. So as we walking past, King was like, he made a comment. He like,
Bitches act like they don't know me.
so I kept walking. I'm not gonna lie because who you talking to? Who the fuck you can't be talking to me. So I kept walking back, like we kept walking, but it's like Shauna heard it and she kind of like paused for a little bit, and then we started laughing, right? So I guess he knew that we heard him because we paused and kind of looked his way, like what the fuck, and we started laughing. So he like. At this point, I guess that ticked him off. I don't really know. He turned around because we kept like walking like we about to go in the parking lot. So he turned at us and he like,
What's so funny? What the fuck is y'all laughing about?
excuse me? So Shauna looked at Shauna was like,
Yeah, don't nobody care about your jailbird ass.
and we just started laughing, right? So he get mad. So he like,
So you mentioned the jail though, but Kay, you act like you didn't remember me, like you don't know me.
So I'm like, King, first of all, I didn't know you. I'm like, well, when I came and asked your name, why you didn't say your name was King and, help me remember you because I knew your face looked familiar. So I'm like, ain't nobody act like they didn't know you. I didn't remember who you was because, yeah, I only met you the day before you went to jail and wanted to start asking me for money. Like, I started being funny, like, giving that, like, but yeah, I only met you before and you want to be asking me for money and calling me your wife and I met you 24 hours prior. So we like laughing and like, not playing, but like we being petty because it's like, why is so much static with me? Like, why is you trying to press me about what happened 2 years ago? Like, I'm thinking like you have an issue with twos, okay? Because I only met you for 2 days and you wanted me to be your wife. This happened 2 years ago and you still stuck on it. The only thing you need to be worried about is that 2-year old that you got at home. Worry about the motherfucking kids, okay? You worried about little on me that you met for 24 hours and you like, what's the problem? So we just having like a little bit of back and forth and I'm like, he like,
Cause you know who I was, you know exactly. Everybody know who I am. You knew exactly who I was, and you want to act like you ain't remember me.
I'm like, nah, sweetheart. I'm like, I know you think you all that, but baby, you not at all. I don't remember you. Why would I remember you? And I seen your face twice 2 years ago. I didn't know who you was. All you had to do was refresh my memory. And what I wasn't trying to act like I didn't know who he was. I just truly didn't know. So he trying to press me and he just walking up on me. Next thing you know, the two girls that I remember because the one girl had the you know how people whatever, never mind. Never mind. The girl just had a distinct hairstyle. So I knew it was them like that walked past us because I kind of like remember it, whatever, because she was the very one that went between us. The other girl had one between my homegirls. But I see the girls walking back on the curve like our way. Mind you, they was going the opposite way, but now they back over here. So I see them walking behind like on the curve or whatever, and they end up stopping next to King. So, we peeped them, but we didn't say nothing because they just walked up and stood there. They didn't say nothing. So, King is like,
Yeah, like you didn't even want no problems. Like don't act like you ain't know me or whatever. Cause when my bitch just pressed you, you ain't had nothing to say.
Ex- excuse me, what happened? So I was like, boy, ain't no bitch press me. Because mind you, the girl is there, but she's kind of like behind him and she didn't say nothing. So I wasn't even thinking that he was talking about the girl that went between us. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm like, boy, you crazy as hell. Ain't no bitch press me about shit. I don't know what you talking about. Like, I get to going. I'm like, fuck you and whatever bitches you got. I don't care nothing about all of this and that. I get to going. So the girl come from behind him and she like, I did just press you when I bumped you and your homegirls. Y'all didn't do shit. Like she's steady behind him, like she's hugging him from behind, like she got her arms around his waist, and she's like peeking out, like, yeah, we just try to press you, and when we bumped you, y'all ain't do nothing. Like only her head is peeking out. So I'm looking around, I'm like, girl, shut the up. Like I just started like saying stuff because like I'm already drunk and it's just funny and I'm just like, girl, shut up. You ain't press shit. You ain't do nothing. I'm like, shut up. Is that the girl that walked past us just a minute ago? So my homegirl's like right and her other friend. So we just laughed like, is they saying they pressed us and all they did was walk past us? So we all laughing to each other, whatever. The two girls really ain't even want no smoke for real because how you telling your nigga you pressing me but you're behind him the whole time hugging him from behind and they like you up in front like on some rah rah shit in front of us like what's up with y'all trying to do? You behind him hugging him like we did press y'all. No, you didn't. The thing is, you probably walked past us and you probably let your man hype you up and say like I'm about to go say something to her. I'm about to go bump her or something. And you walked past us and because you went through us, you probably thought you accomplished something. You didn't even bump us. We literally separated, let y'all come through and came back together. So you didn't even bump us for real. You didn't press us. Your man that hyped your head up for nothing, girl. What is you talking about? So we just over there laughing, y'all. Mind you, I know it sounds like a lot was happening for a long time, but remember, again, this be happening fast. I just have to slow things down. So at this point, while we laughing and doing all of this, next thing King is still giving me static, right? Like he still act like he want a problem with me and he trying to check us. I don't know what he thought he was doing. At this point, Drama and his friends is already walking up because, like I said, they kept stopping to see what other people was doing after the club and dapping up people. So at this point, like, I think from drama point of view, because we was just standing at the end of the parking lot, he probably think that we waiting for them to catch up with us to walk us to the car. I don't think he really realized that, we was having like a little back and forth with people. So when he walked up, he's still walking up laughing, and all he do was like put his arm like around, my neck, and like, he laughing like, yeah, baby. So that he get to talking, and when he realized that Shauna had said something smart to the girls or something smart to somebody, he looked like, wait, what's going on? Like, hold up. And I'm like, yeah, this nigga right here, he called himself trying to check me. So John like, check you? Wait, who? Who you talking about? Because it is a lot of people in the parking lot because people are going to their cars. I'm like, this big dummy right here with the all black, like him and his bitch called himself trying to check you. So Drama automatically, all he do was like pull his pants up. You know how people getting ready to like see what's going on. So he just pulled his pants up and get the looking. And next thing you know, King like,
and don't be trying to tell nobody I try to check you. I ain't trying to check you about nothing.
But he yelled. So John was like, well, hold up, hold up. At this point, the police already is riding past, because y'all know when clubs let out, a lot of times the cops already be out there. So it's like, they didn't even get a chance to kind of get to each other and say nothing, because the police get the flashing their lights like, come on, y'all, clear out, clear out. We trying to clear out this parking lot, clear out, clear out. So they didn't even say nothing to each other. And Drama like, man, come on, Cat, let's get up out of here. This bitch, like, he gets talking all types of shit, whatever. So we end up separating, and I don't know where King and them went, because their car wasn't even in this parking lot, so they probably walked there because they bums. But anyway, so Drama ended up putting us in my homegirl car, and they get in their car, but they said we was gonna go get something to eat, so we was gonna follow them out the parking lot, follow them and go get something to eat. So as we following them, y'all, they in front of us, they doing their little thing. We're turning out to go, go down the street so we can head towards like the freeway part so we can go get something to eat. We see King and the girls and his homeboys walking. So we see them walking. We end up having to stop at the red light, and they still walking down the street right here. Mind you, they was a little bit behind us at this point because we in the car. So we went faster, but we at the red light. So as we pause at the red light, they coming up on us. Why I see Drama and pull out on them. Like, they just flashed it they ain't, So next thing you know, I see King duck, like, doing all of this, like, and this goofy, do you know this goofy? Mind you, I know they shouldn't be doing this. I'm not saying this right or not. Mind you, Drama just, like, pulled it out and, like, flashed it on some, like, trying to punk him type shit. Do you know King snatched that girl, like, mind you, this is the girl. Do you know King snatched that girl and was like this, like, and put her, like, in front of him? I wish my would pull me in front of him. Like, Drama didn't even point it at them. Like, he just flashed it like on some, like, he didn't even really point it out the air because there's police all around here. He didn't point it out the window, like extend his arm and point it. He just did like some like weird shit. I don't know what he did, but it was enough for me to see it and for King to see it too. So King jumped like and moved this girl in front of him. So we in the car behind them laughing like, oh my god, because I'm like, no, why would you pull your girl in front of you? Like, I'm just yelling. I'm like, see, sis, you need to leave him. Like, while we scurrying off, I'm like, you need to leave him. That nigga's a bum. Like, I'm just yelling some weird goofy shit out the window because I'm thinking like, how the hell you gonna pull the girl in front of you and you supposed to be the street thug dude? You got her out here trying to fight your little battles, and if you see a guy pull out on you, you gonna move your girlfriend or girl, whatever she is, baby mama probably in front of you. What type of nigga is you? What type is you? But unfortunately though, because Drama pulling out on him, that stirred up some more drama, okay? Some other issues with Lil' King, because this ain't the end of it, but this the end of this story time, okay? But it was definitely some more drama with Lil' King because that just set him off. And I mean, I'm sure it would set anybody off if a guy pull out on you, like, but you shouldn't say nothing to me, and you shouldn't have static with me, and you wouldn't have these problems. But we're going to get into King, okay? But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you thumbs up this video, comment down below, and share my videos, y'all, because I'm trying to get to 50K. Okay? Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Keyshawn with 3 E's. And y'all already know. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.